Morning, y'all. Hope you're doing well. So it's been a busy few weeks and I'm excited that I actually have things to show y'all now that we've actually accomplished more things. So I'm walking to the compost bin with a pile of scraps. So over the last few weeks, we have built a compost bin and we are starting to work on a fence, which you can kind of see behind me, that big tall thing. So we're building a fence that's going to keep deer out, and I'll share a little bit about how we're doing that. But first, let me show you the compost bin that my husband built. So this is the compost bin that we built. It's a 3-bin system. So there's 3 bins that are separated by the wire. We have it, majority of it facing south so that the sun is hitting the compost a lot during the winter, and so that's kind of the plan there. And then yeah, it's pretty spiffy system that we put together. You can remove these boards as you're adding to make it easier, and it's pretty animal proof from what we can tell so far. And then I can lift the lid on it and water it if I need to, or open it if it's gonna rain or whatever. So it's been pretty cool. So we're trying to make use of all of the scrap waste and, you know, make something for the garden. So there's that. Now let's go check out the fence. Okay, so here you can see the beginning of this situation. So this is the existing fence. You can see it here. It's just like a 4-board fence. I think that they had horses. You need something that's gonna hold the animals that we wanna have. So we really are hoping to have sheep in 2 years. So we're kind of thinking ahead for sheep, and this is what we're doing. But no, it doesn't need to be this tall for sheep. But we're making it this tall because this is my garden area. So instead of building a whole new fence, we tried to put our brains together and think, okay, what do we have that we can use to build this fence and cut cost, but also make it nice and permanent? And so what we came up with is this little situation. So we're disassembling this fence and doing the boards like this, 2, 3, and then we're actually just adding on to the fence posts with, I guess you call this a brace, I don't know. And so it's like a brace. And then this is a galvanized steel vinyl coated black netting fence. It's not like the rigid panels you buy, it's like more flexible. And so we're just doing that. And I think that this is gonna work well. And you know, we've talked to a couple different people who know about these things, and both agree that, you know, given our situation and what we want to accomplish, this is the best way for us to do that. We have a lot of fence to build. So and that was another thing, was we don't want to have to redig holes, and so we can basically use the existing holes that are here, which is really cool. So the fence, the high fence, is going to go all the way around this whole back thing to that there, and then there's another section over there, and then we have another section kind of over by our house. But anyway, it's a lot of fencing, and then the barn is on this side so that we don't have to build a fence there. And then like right here we will also have a fence. So it's a big area, but we are planning for long term. So the thought process is, you know, no, I'm not going to plant everything next spring, but I'm gonna plant a lot of things, and this gives me the flexibility to be able to expand the garden over the years that we're here. I can add fruit trees, I can add berries, I can add beds, and I don't have to stress about deer and other animals getting in. And we're also gonna put like the bunny wire at the bottom, so basically there's gonna be no animals like that getting in here. Occasionally I might let the chickens run in here when we get chickens, but and that's another reason why we wanted a very secure composting area, was so that we could let the chickens in it when we want them to go stir it around, but keep them out of it when we don't want them in it. So anyway, that's kind of our thought process there. So it's a work in progress. Building this fence is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. We're doing it together. My husband is mainly the one who's, engineering it and all of that. And I'm just holding stuff and getting tools. But we are, it's a big task. And I feel like it would just be easy to be like, just forget it. It's too much. But together, we every day, when we think about all the things we want to do out here, we look at each other and we're just like, what else are we going to do? Sit around and watch TV? Sit around and scroll on our phones? Like, just get up and do it. And we've been putting in a little bit of time every day. So anyway, we are all about a little bit each day. A little bit each day. He digs 1 hole a day for this fence that we're laying. We have to dig holes for this one. Because it's a new area where there wasn't a fence, and we're putting in 10-foot cedar posts, but we're burying them 3 feet. So there's like 7 feet up, maybe 8 feet, somewhere in there. I don't know. He's the engineer person. Like I said, I just hold things. But anyway, so this is the fence behind me that we've put up so far, and it's gonna have, let me turn this around. A gate right here, and then we're gonna fence it off over there. And that's gonna be how it looks. So we think, for what we're doing, it looks pretty good. And it should be very structurally sound. So we're going to probably restain it once it's all put up, because we have a lot of mismatching boards and we're both kind of perfectionists about stuff like that. So, but we'll see. We might get really tired by the end of this. So today we're gonna dig 1 hole and get 1 panel up. Tomorrow, day by day. We're not pushing ourselves. We're doing a little bit every day. The goal is to get this done by winter, and I think that we will. And I'm really excited, and I'm glad we started now. Summer is coming. Summer is coming to a close, so we have to work a little bit every day and just keep chugging along. Oh, I forgot my garden. So it is actually doing pretty well. Just kidding. So this is my little garden pad that our first pad that we've laid. So I don't really know what to say about this other than I was just I gotta dig something up in the backyard. I have to start this process. So anyway, I'm planning to have a lot of small beds like this throughout this whole space so that I can rotate things and whatever. So we just wanted to get started and see how our tiller worked. It's fine. It's hard. I wish we had a bigger tiller, but we just bought one on Facebook Marketplace for $150, and it was basically new. They tried to till a garden and they were like, we don't like this. We're not doing this. So it was basically new. It had the instructions, the box, everything. So I don't know if I said that in the last video, but anyway, our tiller's working great. This is what we have so far. My plan is, I have no plan. That's it. We're learning a lot. We're just, again, day by day, moment to moment, figuring it out and being committed to learning and being committed to just, figuring it out and not being afraid to mess something up. We have to get out here and learn stuff or we're never going to do it. So, and that's another thing I wanted to say. We're not experts at building stuff. We're not, my dad has a lot of knowledge and I call him anytime. I run things by him and I'm like, what do you think about this and whatever. But we still, ourselves, we're learning as we go. But it's been really good for our family, honestly. Just the process of working together on these projects has been really good for us. And yeah, so that's the plan. It's getting exciting. It's getting really exciting. It's soon all of this infrastructure will be done, and it'll be done for a really long time before it has to be repaired, hopefully. And then I can start planting my garden. Yay. Yep, next spring we hope to have this place with a garden. It's crazy. All right, well, y'all have a good day. That's the updates, and potentially I will film a video on how we build the fence. I just don't feel like we're experts at building fences, so I hesitate to do that. But we are doing something creative with what we have. And so I'm like, maybe that's worth sharing. We'll see. All right, y'all. Bye.